Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL Media. Hope everybody's having a great day. This is our Midwest Sound Spotlight. We have Letitia Deloche on the line here. Letitia, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome, awesome. So we want to touch base with you here real quick and just talk a little bit about the season and your career a little bit here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, number one, and number two, maybe kind of like where you've been. You kind of grew up. Where'd you play basketball at? High school, all that stuff. And then number two, tell us a little bit about how you found out about the Midwest Sound.
Sure. I'm a native of St. Louis, Missouri. I went to Incarnate Word Academy here in St. Louis for 4 years. Went to play in college at Swick in Belleville, which is a small JUCO, and then I went on to play in the University of the Cumberlands. Graduated in 2016 with my degree in communications, and after that, went and played basketball overseas in Morocco for about a year and a half. And I came back and started coaching and doing those fun things of helping in youth sports and stuff like that. I've heard about the sound. I had just got done playing with a semi-pro team called the Midwest Flyers, and they went ahead and just did away with their team. And my friend told me that there was a team being formed called the Midwest Sound, and that they were looking for players and that we should go try out together. And Coach Damon Cannon called me, invited me to tryouts, and I came and I conquered, and I've been a part of this organization ever since.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's awesome. Great, great story there. And you've been a part of the sound for 4 years. Take us through maybe like the growth spurt that's happened here in the last 4 years. I know you came here in 2019. What's the difference between the 2019 team and this year's team?
Um, well, I've always felt like we've always been a talented team throughout the years. But I feel like this year the focus is just completely different. When the league first started, when we first started out in the first, group that we had a bunch of, talented young ladies, and the league just kind of felt like it was in its development stages as far as like the talent that we were being faced with. And now it's just like that focus mixed with talent, mixed with, the coaching staff that we have and all the added pieces. I truly feel like, there's nobody that can truly touch us right now.
Yeah, Coach Phil Stewart doing a good job there. You guys are 5-0 already this season here, and just continuing to roll and put up a lot of successful numbers and things like that. What's it like working with Coach Phil Stewart?
Oh, well, it's fun because, I've known Coach Phil for a very long time, even on a personal level. And just to kind of see the passion that he has at this level, it's just so funny because, he thought it would be difficult to coach women because he's accustomed to, the fellas, and to just kind of see the love that he has for us and the care that he has for us. It's displayed throughout how he coaches and his passion for basketball. So it's pretty much a joy. He is one of those coaches that allows you to be you, and he's not one of those coaches that's shy to tell you when you're messing up. So that's always a good thing to have. But yeah, he's a wonder to work with.
Awesome, awesome. And he sure looks like he's having fun this season. And I know last season it was a little more hectic and things like that, but I think he's kind of got into the saddle, so to speak, as a coach. And you've got the Rockford Lightning coming up this week. Tell us what you know a little bit about the
Yeah.
Rockford Lightning.
Well, we know that they are extremely fast. They're extremely talented. The very first game that we had against them, they pretty much kind of pushed us to our limit. But the amazing thing about both of us with them is, we've gotten better since our first game, and so have they. So I'm very excited to see just kind of the display here at home of how that's going to look, because when we first went down there, we really weren't in our best shape and we hadn't really played our best, but we were still able to pull out the win because, we don't want to lose. So I feel like this weekend is going to be a really, really good matchup because they are a very talented team. They have, if not the same pieces that we have, they have really good veterans on their team. They got some nice young legs. So I think it's going to be an amazing matchup this weekend, a very exciting one for you guys.
Awesome, awesome. We're looking forward to it. Couple of final questions here for you. Your favorite
Sure.
woman basketball player and your favorite man basketball player, who are they?
Sure. So if we go off of all time, my favorite all time women's basketball player is Dawn Staley, but my current favorite player is Kelsey Plum. And on the men's side of all time is Kobe Bryant, but my favorite current NBA player is Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry, got to go with the Curry man there, and I'm gonna throw
Yes,
you
sir.
in one last question here. We tell this, and I forgot about previewing you with this. This is the Ray question. Tell us something about Letitia Deloche that maybe not even your friends know about. Maybe it's something that you really, really, really like to do that maybe your friends don't know about. Maybe it's like underwater basket weaving. I don't know, but tell us a little bit about Letitia Deloche that maybe not everybody knows about.
In the year of 2020, when COVID happened, I tried to pick up a new hobby. I'm a hobby kind of a person. I like to do different things. And so one of the things that I picked up was bowling, and I'm really, really good. Like as good as I am in basketball, I'm
Wow.
even better in bowling.
She's a bowler. I love it. Love it. Love it. What's your best game so far?
My highest game that I've bowled has been a 200.
Hey,
So I'm
that's
trying
better.
to get up, but
That's
yeah.
better than me. There you go. Awesome stuff. Well, man, we appreciate catching up with you, and good luck to you this week against the Rockford Lightning and the rest of the season here.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Letitia Deloche here from the Midwest Sound. Good evening and welcome to live stream SDO's version of Midwest Sound Basketball. We're live not from St. Mary's High School today. We're actually live from Lift for Life Academy, home tonight to the Midwest Sound. We'll be taking on the Rockford Lightning. Ray Halbrook along with Mr. Matthew Bates. My friend, how you doing?
Doing well. Great night for a basketball game tonight, Mr. Ray. Sound come in 5-0, 3-0 actually in games played, as they're 5-0 because they had a two-game forfeit win whenever the Cincinnati Reign folded their team up. But it has not come easy for the Midwest Sound by any stretch. This is a Week 1 rematch of the Rockford Lightning, who are their first year in the league. So the Week 1 matchup that they had went into overtime, and that has been the only loss for the Rockford Lightning, who are 2-1. That game was an 85-80 loss. Our last game that we did was the game over West Michigan Elite, where the Midwest Sound won 90-82. But the thing that stands out since that game, the Rockford Lightning had a two-game series against West Michigan, and they defeated them both times by 25 points, 76-41 and 92-67 respectively. And if folks remember our interview we had done with Mama Z at the beginning of the year for that Week 2 game, she said, we're kind of glad that Rockford played the way they did because they stood on their toes, played a heck of a game, didn't take them for granted so they could get ready for that Week 2 matchup. And again, as I was talking to Coach Stewart earlier, when a team, makes their first, presence in the league, even that first game, you really don't know what you're going to get, and they gave them everything in spades.
Right. Absolutely. Well, we're just seconds away here from tip-off, and we appreciate you being with us here. Do us a favor, like and share today's game. We'd appreciate that, and we'll get things started here right now.
We'll go over starting lineups on the fly right here for your Midwest Sound. Number 2, Alexia Duncan. Number 7, Brittany Cook. Number 11, Naomi Johnson. Number 24, Precious Roberts. And number 32, Mama Z, Zanisa Dickerson. For the Rockford Lightning at guard, number 11, Tierney Austin. She is second in the ABA in average points per game. Number 31, Michaela Schmelzer. Number 22 at guard, Stephanie Raymond Young. At guard, number 25, Crystal Lambert. And at power guard, number 1, Corisha Bailey. Once again, Matt Bates, Ray Hallbrook, and actually Mrs. Livestream STL in the house tonight as well, too.
She is.
Zanisha, ball goes off her arm, and that was taken by Stephanie Raymond Young. And that was knocked down by Schmelzer right off the bat. 2-0, 10 seconds in. Here's Naomi Johnson out here in front of us, over to Duncan. Dunk. Being guarded by SRY, Stephanie Raymond Young. They go down low to Britt. She goes off the rim, gets her own rebound, forces it out, 1-on-3, goes up, no dice. Tierney Austin, quick transition game, gets it up to Schmelzer. Schmelzer, ball gets stolen. Duncan through the hands of Precious Roberts and out of bounds. Fast and furious pace to start the game already. Not even a minute in just yet. Up and down the court they go.
I'm sure that's exactly what Rockford wants right there, to kind of work on Dickerson just like that.
Schmelzer at the top of the 3. Zipped it over to Stephanie Raymond Young. It goes out of bounds. Ball thrown in by Nene over to Mama Z. And I think, went off a knee and out. So since she was just on the other side of the mid-court line, I think they're saying now they're talking about the tables not having enough room. Kind of indicating that maybe they didn't think they had enough room along the side there, and that little force out. In the interim, Tierney Austin throws it in to number 31, Michaela Schmelzer. Schmelzer, in that 2-game series, she knocked down 38 in the 2-game series against West Michigan. Tierney knocked down 48. So they are no joke about the dance. Nene coming up the court, down into the corner. Far corner she goes. Gives it over to Britt. Cook drives around to the outside, dishes back up to Mama Z. Z being guarded by Crystal Lambert, comes in, 1-on-3, spin move. In and out of the bucket, and rebound taken by Crystal Lambert. Lambert, little too long for Schmelzer, and that ball goes out of bounds. And with 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone in the game.
3D light is on as well.
That pass just behind the line, so those of you new to the ABA action, that 3-point, that was now a 4-point shot going up if it would have gone in. Still a 4-point shot, misses, air ball goes out of bounds, so the 3D light will go off. If you have a turnover, a violation in your own back court, and the other team gains possession, that red light goes on, and that adds a +1 to whatever the scoring opportunity is for the other team. So a 3 becomes 4, a bucket on the floor becomes 3, and so on. Turnover, Nene being guarded, looks like they called a timeout there on the floor so they can still maintain possession. So we're going to keep it right here, and we'll go over some more notes tonight. It was noted that Tierney Austin, just before the game, got knocked off of the top position as the points per game leader. She's now second. A lady named Amber Cook from Greensboro Chaos actually has 29 points per game. Tierney has 27. Mama Z fourth in the league, though, with 22. She's also, Mama Z, first in the ABA rebounds per game. We'll call it 13 at 12.7. Midwest Sound's own Precious Roberts, assists per game.
The assist queen, we should call her.
4.7, so call it about 5 a game. Nene coming up the court. And in the ABA action, you only have 7 seconds to cross the timeline. Little travel. Naomi got a little too quick with the feet. Turnover. Tierney, long throw in. That goes into number 1, Carisha Bailey. Bailey, they kick it back out. Lambert puts the ball up off the rim. Nene comes back up court, being guarded by Tierney. Pokes the ball out from behind. Possession still retained by your Midwest Sound. Full substitution coming in here. OT. Day. That'll be 25, LaDeja Watson. OT, Olivia Thompson, number 0. Deloche still out there, entering the game now. Number 1, Zoe Thompson, ZT. That should be Day throwing the ball in now for the Sound. Finds ZT down in the corner for 3. That goes off the rim. She fights for her own rebound. So it's OT and ZT both fighting over it. Foul down on the floor. So in the act of shooting, should be a 2-shot.
Foul, number 31.
Entering the game for the Rockford Lightning, number 5, Sierra Morris. Number 31, that is Michaela Schmelzer. She's out there on the floor as well, along with number 22, SRY, Stephanie Raymond Young. Austin Tierney, and number 21 is out there now, KBK, Kayla Brown Cruiser. Still 3 minutes, 11 seconds in, and the Sound do not have a point on the board just yet. Until that, number 1, Zoe Thompson knocking down her first one. Throw in just about got picked off by ZT. Crossing the timeline now, SRY being guarded by ZT. Tierney looking to throw a little pick and roll there. They give it over to Schmalzer. Schmalzer going to kick it back out to Austin. Tierney Austin for 3. Nope. Able to throw in her own rebound, but that's picked off by Zoe Thompson. Back up she comes. Dish goes off. And they're going to get ZT with the charge on that.
Yeah, that was a good call. Definitely a good call there.
That will be Michaela Schmalzer throwing the ball in for the Lightning. They come to you from just across the river over in Rockford, Illinois. Thank you again tonight for those of you tuning in on, well, there's Schmalzer real quick, knocking down a 3. Give her 5. She has all 5 points. For those of you following us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and out there on Mixler, the live stream, stl.tkdssports.com app. Thank you very much. Rockford going right to left. The Midwest Sound going left to right. Here is number 5, Sierra Morris. She's going to take it in all by herself and drops in her first bucket of the night. 5:55 left to go. Opening quarter is now 7-1. Zoe Thompson back over to Team Money. Tisha Deloche out there along with Maya Johnson, number 3. Team Money up top, up there with ZT. Z looking to give it to OT. Over to Deloche, backs out outside the 3, back over to OT. Had the ball just knocked off her fingertips. Tierney Austin, long pass up to Schmalzer. She's going to stop Maya Johnson with a hack on the back. Gets all ball on that one. No harm, no foul. Just a big block. That's what we'll put that in the book as. But it has opened up to a 6-point lead. Maya out there doing business on number 21, KBK, Caleb Brown Cruiser. Stephanie Raymond Young, she drives around off Maya. She goes in for the bucket. Ball goes off the hands of Day Day as they throw the ball in. She's being guarded 2-on-1 down there. And I can't tell if they called a jump ball or if she. So apparently we must have called a timeout, and we're going to step aside as well with 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. Midwest Sound got their work cut out as they're down 9-1. This is Midwest Sound Basketball Livestream STL.
There was this controversial figure. Everywhere he went, people challenged him. They questioned his ideology, trolled him, called him ugly names. But he never took the bait, never raised his voice, refused to retaliate, because he believed he could change the world by turning the other cheek.
Back here at Lift for Life Academy, it is family night. So if you're still in the area down here, down in South St. Louis, neck of the woods along the river, stop in. Grab a ticket. Still plenty of seats available for tonight's game. Again, Midwest Sound down 9-1. Matt Bates, Ray Hallbrook back here with you at Lift for Life Academy. Supplanted for tonight. Normally our normal location is St. Mary's High School, but thank you for the kind folks over here at Live for Life Academy. I believe Marshall Cohen's still executive director down here.
Yeah, so
thank him for the facilities.
I'll tell you what happened there. St. Mary's has to have their court actually resurfaced, re-waxed, and all that fun stuff, and it wasn't going to cure in time, so that's why we are here.
All about the curing.
Yes. No cure, it doesn't last.
All right, so we have OT, ZT, Maya, Day Day, and T-Money out here for the Sound right now. So with that timeout called by Day Day, Sound will retain possession, throw in. Zings it all the way across. That ball was picked off into the hands of Schmalzer. Deloche coming through there. She's able to knock the ball out, but it will still be retained by the Rockford Lightning as Schmalzer looking to get a quick throw in. That would be number 2 that has checked into the ball game, Erica Matthews. She was looking for the ball down low. They went back out up top. And we got Coach Tiffany Kent right here by us.
Take it out on tap 2, or on the taps. You take it out.
You can well, if you want to know the offensive scheme going on, just saying. To the free throw line goes Tierney Austin. She gets her first bucket of the night. It definitely won't be the last time we call her name tonight. Again, averaging 27 points a game. Give her another one. Give her 2. Midwest Sound stuck on 1. It is 11-1. Bounce pass to OT. OT back up to ZT. Now what do we have?
Start the clock.
So we will just take that chunk of film. We'll cut it, splice it, and now we're going to throw it in.
It all didn't happen,
right
but we got to roll a few ticks off of here.
A couple notches. There you go. Down to 4:46. ZT throwing it in. Maya calling for the ball right here, and it's poked off her hand. And it looks like that will still be sound ball. Maya's going to throw it in this time instead of ZT. So we will see what happens right here. Maya throws it in down low to ZT. She goes off the square. It goes off. OT. Spin move down low and in. Olivia Thompson going to the line for the bucket and the bruise. OT, way to work down low.
They've got to work themselves out of a
got the
pretty
white
big hole here.
Oh, yes. Well, hey, you know what? All you can do is just chunk it. You can just break it off in chunks, and right now it's 11-3. OT looking to make it 11-4. Shoots the one. Drano. So give OT 3 on the day, so it's only a 7-point deficit right now. That is number 5, Sierra Morse. Bounce pass down low to Schmalzer, almost turned over. KBK down low with a travel through the paint. That'll be a turnover for the Lightning. OT going to throw it in. And looks like a mass substitution once again. Looks like Mama Z going to come in. Sierra Morgan.
Mama Z, bring it out.
Sierra's got the hoodie on. Not sure how, but so Sierra Morgan in the lineup. There is Nene for 3. Sierra Morgan wearing number 5. Coming out of the game, number 2, Erica Matthews. Nene, all the way down low. Over to Destiny. Destiny back in the corner for 3. Call that one.
Big 3
Destiny. A Mayfla. Sierra Morgan just checking into the ball game. She had spent some time over with the St. Louis Slam football team, and
She was.
yes, she was. Yep, apparently part of the deal is if you're doing one, like she wasn't allowed to participate in practices and all that other stuff. There's a 3 knocked down by Crystal Lambert. But just like that, Mr. Ray, 14-10. It's only a 4-point deficit. Destiny throws that one up. Goes off, and Tierney Austin just tried to get the ball in front of us. Goes off her hands and out. So that will be 3D light going on with that turnover back in their end. Sierra Morgan going to throw it in to Nene, and yep, she was right on the line. Not a very big mid-court line, but it was just enough. So they just said we're going to take a short timeout, so we're going to keep it here. Thank
We will
you,
keep it
Mr.
here.
Official, for clarifying that for us.
Oops. I just
And I'll say real quick,
did that wrong, and
you know,
hold
I-
on a second. We'll get
Yep.
that.
Well,
We'll get
it's
that
good.
right.
So
there.
we'll do that with Cheap Seats Photography. Our good buddy Ron Rigdon over there at cheapseatsphoto.com. That is 314-402-9014. Banners, photos, custom printing, and right behind us we have one of his banners rocking and rolling right behind us. Digital quality work.
Hey, we'll actually show it off a little bit right here.
Look at this.
We're going to try to.
Here he goes.
Here we go, right there. Midwest Sound Basketball.
There it is, right there.
So if you like that kind of stuff,
And get Ray's
that
head out of
is-
the way.
get my
Actually,
head out of the way.
There
Yeah,
you go.
right.
All right, nice tight shot. Tierney Austin bumping the table, just adding to the dynamic.
Exactly.
That's how close we are to the action.
We are on top of it today. Definitely.
3-2-3. 3:23 left to go, first quarter. Tierney Austin throws the ball in, over to Schmalzer. I'm sure it's Schmelzer. I'm going to get that right. Schmelzer, because we'd gone to school with a Smeltzer. So,
Schmelzer, yeah.
Yeah, we need to. Ball goes off a hand and out of a Rockford Lightning player on the far side, Sierra Morris. So throw in for the Midwest Sound, who once again worked this down to only a 4-point deficit. 3 ball put up by Britt Cook over in the corner. Could have made it a 1-point ball game. Schmelzer down low. Sierra Morgan knocks it out of the hands of Sierra Morris. So Sierra versus Sierra. And they're going to get her with a block. No foul on that. So 2 blocks in the game so far. 1 for Maya, and it looks like that might have been a 5-second violation on the throw-in. So turnover. Mama Z going to throw it in over to Nene down in the far corner. Over the timeline. Destiny over here in front of us. Mama Z for 3 off the back iron. Rebound being fought for by Destiny. Turnover, that should be a three. D. Light, that should be a three-point play. Brittany Cook makes it now a tie ball game, 14-14. Number 22, Stephanie Raymond Young, looking to check in. Did not see who just knocked that down, but there's a turnover. 3D light should be on, and Tierney Austin just about knocked that one down. You didn't happen to see the mystery number that knocked down that last
I sure didn't. Sorry
bucket,
about that.
did you? That's all right.
Foul, number 11, Naomi Johnson.
Three shots here.
Tierney Austin to the line with the
Yeah, I'm going to give that to
line.
Lambert at least right now. I'll get further inspection at halftime, but Tierney Austin going to go to the line. There's one. And it looks like we were getting ready to have like mass substitution here, which I think they're going to do that now. Even the the ref. What
are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Well, you know what? We're going to sub out anyway. So.
Right.
We have Stephanie right in front of the camera right here. Well, she got another one. So we're getting through this right now, right? Two shots have taken about like a minute and a half.
Right.
But just as soon as we tieth, they untieth.
That's
and
right.
they're now back up by 5 again, looking to make it 6. And they do. Tierney Austin, 5 points, all coming from the charity stripe. Maya, watch out for that big truck. ZT, they go down low right there to Team Money. Or Alexia Duncan. She gets in her first 2.
Down basket.
Her and Deloche look like sisters separated at birth.
Calling a jump ball there.
Calling a jump ball, and I cannot see where the possession arrow is at. So,
Going back the other way.
okay. With a minute, 49 left to go in the opening quarter. 20-16, Sound down by 4. Throw in by Maya over to Team Money. There's Deloche. Deloche being guarded by Schmelzer up top. She's going to pull up for a 3. Rolls in and out of the canister. Tierney Austin. Quick pass up to Schmelzer. They kick it over to Lambert. Lambert back up to Austin. She stops in the middle of the paint, fires one off the square and in. Give her 7 in this quarter right now with a $1:20 left to go. Precious Roberts being guarded by Austin right here in front of us. Down low to Maya, and they're going to call a hold on the floor. It's funny, Crystal Lambert, the one who thought she created the turnover, is the one being called for the foul.
Foul on the floor, number 25, Crystal
Into the
Lambert.
game now. Ashley Boston, number 24, checks in for the Rockford Lightning. Schmelzer checks out. She's a points per game producer for them as well, so no bad blood seeing her out of there. Maya goes in off the square. OT goes up, gets the rebound, and she's hacked on the way up. They're going to get double deuce. Stephanie Raymond Young with the foul. To the line goes ZT. She has her 1 point from there, and for the first 5.5 minutes of the game, she had the only point for the Midwest Sound. And she promptly bangs that one off the back iron. Little personnel rotation there as Boston checks off the block. Be replaced by Corisha Bailey. Got Deloche and Maya back in the back. Got Duncan Precious Roberts out there. She did knock that next one down, so ZT has 2 on the night so far. Tierney Austin up top. Zips it all the way over for 3 to Crystal Lambert. Give her 8 on the day right now. 5'6" from UMSL. Precious Roberts being guarded heavily, gives the ball to Maya. Maya Little give and go. ZT's going to go up. They're going to call ZT with the charge. She can't buy a break on the charges.
Midwest foul, offensive foul, number 1, Zoe Thompson.
Tierney Austin going to throw it in with 40 seconds left to go in this quarter. Little give and go back to her. Back out to Sierra. She throws up another three. Austin going right for the rebound. Back up top. Stephanie Raymond Young being guarded by Alexia Duncan Dunk. They do a little pick and roll.
Oh.
She went to cut through.
Ouch. She got popped.
Austin, hey, they're just going to show you, though. You go to set up those
Right.
picks, we're coming right through it.
I got to flatten you, I'll flatten you.
Watch out for the fullback coming through. Here's Austin. She goes right through the paint. She goes off in, fouled up on the way by Maya Johnson. They're going to get her on a hold, and they're going to get her to shoot two. I mean, we say this once again, Ray, week in, week out. You blink your eye, all of a sudden it's back up to an 8-point lead.
Right.
You know, just as when, Sound had tied it up 14-14, and now it's an 11-3 run for the Rockford Lightning, who, once again, first year in the league, Ray.
Yeah.
2-1, and their only loss was in week 1 in overtime to the Midwest Sound. Austin back at the line once again, knocks down another one. Good night. And proceeds to knock that one down. I have 9 so far in the quarter for her with 15 seconds left to go. Precious Roberts being guarded 2, 3-on-1 now, just gets it over the timeline.
Nice.
Bounce pass over to Dunk for 3. That goes off. ZT fighting for the rebound. Does not fall in her hands. Tierney kicks it back up. They're going to wave it off, and the first quarter comes to an end as the Sound down by 10, 27-17. We are going to step aside, and we will come back for the second quarter. This is Midwest Sound Basketball on Livestream STL.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays. We have Southern Nights on Wednesdays. We've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
The Jefferson County Tourism Commission invites you to explore the natural beauty, fine dining, parks, wineries and breweries, scenic drives, historic sites, and even a local raceway. All this and so much more. All these things can be found right here in Jefferson County, Missouri. Plan your trip today at visitjeffersoncounty.com, the main source for all things Jefferson County.
Back here at Lift for Life Academy, it is family night. And family not being very well treated here tonight. 27-17, a hard-fought first quarter. Once again, though, as Coach Stewart said, these guys don't travel lightly. They're coming in, they're going to play a full, heavy, hard game, and you are seeing that there. Giving the Midwest Sound everything they can and then some. But as we saw in that Week 2 game that we covered against West Michigan Elite, they were down at 1 point in the first half by 16, came back, won that game. But, how many times can you wash, rinse, repeat that MO and not have that come back to bite you? But there's Cook, goes through the paint. That goes off the rim and out. Do have to say a number of shots have gone off the back iron. There's a turnover. Nene gets it. She picked up her dribble, but she's got to get rid of the ball. I think she caught one in the side and couldn't. I think she was trying to call a timeout, just couldn't do it.
Official timeout.
Official timeout there. Yeah, somebody's going to come in for her.
Not sure what the official term is, but I know back in the day we called it a bogey. I think somebody got her with an elbow right up there, in that muscle, and it just locked up on her.
She's over there trying to shake it off right now.
25 seconds in. Throw in now over to Destiny. Destiny, she's going to kick it back out to Mama Z. Not called her name much tonight. That goes off the square. Rebound taken by the Lightning. Mama Z in there working for that rebound along with Cook, but that comes right back out. Bailey, she goes down low. They're going to get her with a travel. But once again, Mr. Ray, when you get turnovers like that, you got to put the points up off of them.
Yeah.
Whether it's football, whether it's baseball, basketball, when you get a turnover and you get a ball coming right there at the camera, look at that.
We're all right.
Still good hands, though. Nice hands, Mr. Hallbrook.
My 0.5 degree miss there on the delay. Half-second delay.
So they throw it back in, and they're going to get Schmelzer with the harm. That was essentially what it was. She was all over Deloche like body glove.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Z going to throw it in once again. You got Deloche, Destiny, Cook. Went off a hand and out. There's just not a lot of room along that scores table there to throw the ball in. Mama Z.
Schmelzer's not giving her any room at all.
No.
And
Duncan. She goes through once again.
Wow.
You know what? I have yet to see a charge go our way, though. I'm just saying, of the 4 charges that have been called.
Yeah, they're playing great defense.
Lexia Duncan. Dunk. Charged with that foul. Throw in by Sierra Morris. Gets it over to Schmelzer. Schmelzer almost pickpocketed by Duncan. Kick it back over to Morris. Morris over to Austin. Thought about going up for 3. Thought better of it. Gives it over to Bailey. Bailey kicks it over to Lambert. Lambert, she just drives right through the paint. Goes off and in. Lambert with 10 already. Destiny, she goes off the front of the rim. Austin gets the rebound. Tierney Austin over to Schmelzer. Stutter step through the paint. Back to Tierney. She goes off the square and in.
I have to see a timeout coming in here from Coach Stewart here shortly.
And not that I wanted to jinx anything, but they're down by 16 once again.
Yep.
31-17.
Hello.
That going all the way out. Look out. Coming in.
Got balls and bodies all over the place.
Destiny Amafuela. Amefla. Comes in. Looks like Tierney Austin's checking out. Thank you.
3D lights on, by the way.
8:12 left to go until halftime. We're just trying to reset everything here. That press box here had been ransacked. Maya trying to get the block on the way by, didn't get it. They kick it back out, and that is Corisha Bailey knocking down her first bucket of the game. 7:53 left to go. Another ball being put up. Mama Z gets it, and I think they're going to get Schmelzer on a reach-in. And it looks like the 3D light is still on. And looks like a timeout on the floor. We're going to step aside as they've now increased the lead by half, 34-17. This is Midwest Sound Basketball Livestream STL.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
Back here at Lift for Life Academy, 7:48 left to go until halftime. Matt Bates, Ray Hallbrook back here with you. Just shy of downtown St. Louis.
In the Soulard district.
In the Soulard district, Tish gives it over to Mama Z. She goes up a little short. Maya there to pick up the change. Nice job by Maya Johnson getting her first 2 of the night. Earning the big money down low. Ball up to KBK, Kayla Brown Cruiser. Thought she stepped out of bounds, apparently not. Looks like that'll be Erica Matthews, number 2, getting ready to throw the ball in for the Rockford Lightning. Looking to run a little pick and roll play on the way in. Boy, that was right.
It is a 5-second violation.
Coach just tried, as you heard, trying to get that timeout called. Ref said no. 34-19. 15 is the point deficit for the Midwest Sound. Mama Z down in the corner, drives the baseline. She goes up, off, and out. But we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And I was remiss in my 3D duties. That is not a 3D on a 5-second
Correct.
call.
It's okay. It's okay. You're still learning this thing. I get it.
Hey, man. This is only year 2 for us. So.
I get it. Mama Z at the line. She's going to shoot 2.
Boy.
Is it you? Is it me? You getting the vibe she just isn't feeling it tonight?
I'm getting the vibe that this particular end bucket here is just completely closed.
I will have to give credit to that. I mean, we've had a number of shots going off rims, in and out, back iron. That one circles through, goes in reluctantly. It did not want to let it go, but it released the Kraken. Sierra Morris driving along. That would be Maya Johnson getting in her way.
That was a great chop block, wasn't it?
I would say so. Deloche, T-Money, far side of the court now. 1-on-2. Destiny over to Duncan. Dunk, she's going to drive through, went to kick it down low to Maya, went off of a Lightning foot and went out. Probably Kayla Brown Cruiser, KBK 21. Nene checking back in. Dunk. Gives it over to Nene. She's going to drive through. Dishes down low to Maya. She puts it on the floor off the back iron. Mama Z fighting for the rebound. Goes off a Lightning hand and out. 6:47 left to go. 34-20. Still a 14-point deficit for Midwest. Maya. That goes off. Mama Z went to put the ball on the floor. 1-on-3. Goes off the square and in. Uh-oh. Don't make me angry. You don't want to see me when I get angry.
You wouldn't like me if I'm angry. I remember that.
Number 2, Erica Matthews.
Mama Z going to go to the line to finish off the and one. Maybe that's all we need to do, Ray, was just, poke the bear with a stick a little bit. I think she heard us. Back to the line, and she's going to drop that one in. 4-point night right now for Mama Z. Pressure being put on, almost a turnover. Nene's in there looking to reach for the ball.
Frustration starting to
Stephanie Raymond Young. SRY was being hounded over there by Nene. And with the possession arrow on that jump ball, it looks like Midwest Sound. Sound were saying that, they were throwing the ball in, but it looks like it will be the Lightning. So on the far side over there, Erica Matthews tosses it back to Morris. Morris, she's going to drive far side. Maya puts the big foot down. You will not get around me, but there's a bounce pass.
Give it go there.
Yep. They go up, and Morris picked up another 2 on the bounce pass on the way through, but to the line is going to go Nene. Naomi Johnson.
Naomi Johnson.
She has 39 points on the year. She bangs that one right off the front of the rim. But 39 points in 3 games. Little over 12 points a game for Nene.
And Lambert, 84, and Lightning.
Still hanging around that 13-point deficit, 23-36. Bangs that one off the front. Maya gets it, goes up, fouled on the way up. Maya Johnson battling once again.
How about that?
Down low, earning her keep to the line. She goes. I was just going to say that. Thank you, Coach. It was 1 against 4. Johnson, 1 around 4, and she came out. Well, at least go up with the shot. Got fouled on the way up. Misses that one. Big points right here. You got to drain this, but you got to be ready to get that rebound just in case. Like that. And Precious Roberts was there to try to vie for it, but kick back out to Austin Tierney. Nene throws the ball off of Austin on the way by. Smart veteran play. But I think caught Tierney up top with the ball, and she's feeling the effects of that after Nene threw the ball off of her.
Yeah, they're going to give her a second there to catch her breath.
I think they're going to allow maybe a medical substitution as she got hit with the ball up top. Looks like she's clearing her head a little bit, so. That substitution made. Nene over here to ZT right in front of us. Zoe back over to Naomi, back over to Zoe. Little give and go off the square. No, Mama Z says, give me that. Ping pongs out the back, off the front, doesn't go through. 36-23. Lightning throw the ball in. Schmelzer right past us, being guarded by ZT. Schmelzer back up top, and that will be a turnover. They're going to call a block on number 5 away from the play on Sierra Morris. So try to get that fast throw in. Maya does. Gets it over to Nene. She's just going to drive the floor, pulls up. Not all the way into the full corner. Being guarded. Throws it back up top to Maya. Maya once again back over to Nene.
Good paddle underneath here, Precious Roberts.
Being guarded by KBK. Yeah. She drives through. They're going to get her on the travel on the way through. 5:15 left to go until halftime. Family night for the Midwest Sound over here at Lift for Life Academy. Ball off the foot. Went to fight for it and slides out of bounds. Goes Sierra Morris on the far sideline. Maya Johnson going to throw it in. Looking to go back court, gives it to ZT just on the other side of the timeline. Not much room, she's being hounded. 1-on-3, turns it over to Schmelzer. So no 3D light, she was just on the other side. SRY down in the corner, gives it back to Schmelzer. Being guarded by Nene. Schmelzer's gonna go up. Precious Roberts. They're going to get her on the foul. Just a little too much skin on the way by. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called. We're going to take one as well with 4:47 left to go until halftime. This is Midwest Sound Basketball live stream STL.
Hey Dalen, check this out. It says right here, your father and I are second cousins. We're related.
Well, if that's the case, you owe me a graduation present.
Very funny.
At least you can say you're related to an all-conference and all-district baseball player. How does that feel?
I will admit, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey Dalen.
Yeah?
At least you could say you're related to a famous sports media person. What's that like?
I wouldn't know. But I do know to watch the Main Street Sports Show on Livestream STL.
The Main Street Sports Show. shining a light in Jefferson County.
Very funny.
The Jefferson County Tourism Commission invites you to explore the natural beauty, fine dining, parks, wineries and breweries, scenic drives, historic sites, and even a local raceway. All this and so much more. All these things can be found right here in Jefferson County, Missouri. Plan your trip today at visitjeffersoncounty.com, the main source for all things Jefferson County.
To the line goes Michaela Schmelzer, who has 5 points this half. That 2-game set, as I said, against West Michigan Elite. She knocked down 38 in those 2 games, misses the first one. 36-23. Once again, 13-point deficit. Been a double-digit deficit. We'll make that 37-23 now as Schmelzer knocks one down from the charity stripe. Precious Roberts being guarded. 2-on-1, gives it over to ZT. They get downloaded Naomi. Naomi kicks it out to Precious Roberts. Knocked in the head on the way by SRY. She pulls up. They give it out to Schmelzer. She's going to fire one up just a touch short. Johnson out there fighting with KBK. They kick it back out. They're waving it off.
3 seconds in the lane.
And 4:22 left to go until halftime. Johnson, Maya Johnson, looking to throw it in. Number 3 down there at the far end of the court. Gets it up to T-Money. Letitia Deloche, who we will hear from at halftime. There is a 3-point bucket by Nene.
They needed that big time.
37-26. KBK. Little pick and roll back there with Crystal Lambert. They kick it back out. That's a 3-point bucket for SRY. Give her 5 for Stephanie Raymond Young. Deloche. Down low to ZT. She's going to come all the way back up through the paint. Clipped on the way by. 40-26.
That's the foul, number 31. Michaela Schmelzer, her 4th personal.
They're going to give the foul on Schmelzer. Michaela Schmelzer on the way by. Tierney Austin looking to check back in. ZT getting ready to fire up her first one from the line. Once again, this is where they need to start being a little more productive here from the charity stripe. That one rolls around, falls through. 3 points for Zoe.
She must have been listening to you.
Once again, though, you saw the bucket reluctantly. Didn't want it to go through.
Right.
And misses that one. Maya gets it, bangs it off. ZT fights for the rebound, slides out of bounds with it with 3:38 to go until halftime.
There's one thing I know about Live for Life Academy here. Their floor here is very slick.
It has the proper time to cure.
Lots of truth to that.
I mean, that's what it is. But I do like the nice, dark inner wood lay that they have here. I mean,
this is only a few years old. I think more than
Yes.
about 5 years old here. So
yes, sir.
I'm impressed with the new facility that's been built around it, actually, as well.
Turned into more of a campus, if you will.
Yeah.
Tierney Austin was fighting off a 2-on-1. Kicks it back out to Lambert. Lambert, they kick it back out to SRY. She throws down another 3. Are you kidding me?
And kiss the glass with that one.
43-27. Nene, far corner for 3. Give her 9. All coming by the 3-point variety. This is what you're going to need right now to just maintain that ebb and flow.
Right.
But again, you got to be more productive on some of these drives and on these turnovers because you can't get all 13 back in one shot. Speaking of which, Austin went up for a shot. Comes up short. Nene going to get the rebound. They come up. Deloche. ZT, free look at the three. Drano! ZT just doubles her output. Give her 6. 43-33. Still, and a timeout called on the floor. 2:20 left to go. And we're going to step aside. It is a 43-33 lead for the Rockford Lightning. This is Midwest Sound Basketball Live Stream STL.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
A rebel took to the streets. He recruited others to join him. They quit their jobs, left their families, and swore allegiance to him. They roamed the hood, challenged authority, and made a lot of people uneasy. Community leaders feared them. Religious leaders abhorred them. Law enforcement labeled them outlaws. We have to shut them down, they said. Get them off the streets. Protect our communities from these troublemakers. But they weren't part of a gang spreading hate and terror. They were spreading love.
.218 left to go until halftime. Throw in by the Lightning. Here's Tierney Austin up top, being guarded by ZT. Gives the ball over to KBK. 3-ball put up. Austin, she's going to grab the rebound. Circumnavigates back through, pulls up. Gives it over to Crystal Lambert. Rebound taken by Austin. She went for the reverse layup, almost knocked it through. So a chance to cut this to a single-point deficit now on this possession, as it is a 10-point lead for the Rockford Lightning. Shout out to Amy Wilson following us down tonight, down in the big state of Texas. What other way when you're feeling under the weather to tune in to us and bring you home a winner tonight? There's a 3-ball put up by ZT. Give her 9. Now it is a 7-point deficit with 75 seconds left to go until halftime, 43-36. SRY being guarded by ZT. Almost picked off by Nene. Austin went to throw it up for 3. Deloche, she's going to grab the rebound. She sprints back up court. Less than a minute. Cook, Britt turns around for 3. Bingo! Brittany Cook, 43-39.
It's a game of runs, and here comes a big run here for Midwest Sound.
Like I said, just chew it off in chunks right now. 4-point deficit now. Rockford Lightning with the ball. 21 KBK, Kayla Brown Cruiser. They swing it back down. Sierra Morris. She's being guarded heavily. Gives it over to KBK. She's fouled. Thought they had a block on the way by, but ref says, no, you're going to shoot 2. Just a tick under 22 seconds. That will send KBK, Kayla Brown Cruiser, to the line to shoot 2. Been held off the score sheet tonight. So first trip will go to the charity stripe. So let's see how the technique is. Off it goes. Look at this. So big points as you come near to the end of the half, Mr. Ray. And your first trip to put down some points, you're at the free throw line. And she gets ready to fire up another one here. And that goes in and out. Rebound taken by Maya. Big rebound. Big 2 points missed. ZT over to Deloche. 15 seconds left to go. Sets up shop.
For the last 3 here.
Ball is picked off, though. A little too soft on the touch. 5 seconds left to go. Tierney Austin goes through. She's knocked down by Brittany Cook.
She's down and out, too, there for a little bit. It's going to take her a little bit to get back up.
Our first game we did this year, she was the player of the game in that one. And it looks like Tierney Austin hit the deck once again. Brittany Cook brought the hammer down on her. While we're here, Mr. Ray, we're gonna talk about Grace photography.
Sure.
Anniversaries, birthdays, graduation, prom, seniors, church events, weddings, and so much more. 314-477-4654. Go on the web, www.gracephotographystl.com, where memories make memories last a lifetime. Matt Bates, Ray Hallbrook here with you. Lift for Life Academy. It is family night for the Midwest Sound.
3 seconds left, lady.
As you just heard, 3 seconds left until halftime. Tierney knocks that one down. And that is her first name, not her last name. It is Tierney Austin. 44-39, and that will still stay that way. ZT comes in, gets the rebound. So 2.3 left on the clock. So a 3-point bucket could make it a 42-44 ball game. But right now the clock is not on their side. So it looks like there's a discrepancy about, they're saying 3.1 seconds.
Okay,
yes, because time came off. So here's Deloche. She's going to cut across the timeline. She's going to have to put it up, and it goes off the back iron and out. So they do claw their way back, and Rockford will take a 44-39 lead into halftime, only by 5, though. This is Midwest Sound Basketball live stream, STL.
We caught up with Coach Phil Stewart, and this is an interview from earlier this week, and we'll catch you back here for halftime stats. Hey, Ray Halbrook here with live stream STL Media. Hope everybody's having a great day here. This is our Midwest Sound Spotlight, and we have Coach Phil Stewart on the line. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good. About yourself?
Oh, man, it's just another beautiful day in the neighborhood here as usual. And we're catching up with you. Man, you guys are on a roll. We'll talk a little bit about the 5-0 season in a little bit here. But I wanted to kind of ask a few questions that maybe not a lot of folks know about here, but wanted to ask, your kind of your background, how you've kind of worked your way into the coaching position here. This is your second season here with the Midwest Sound, but what was your coaching background and maybe even high school background? Let's start all the way like high school. We'll bring it all the way up here. And how did you find out about the Sound?
Okay. High school, I played at a military school, NJROTC,
okay.
South City, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
From there, was recruited, went to junior college. I went to Forest Park. From there, was recruited, ended up going to Bethel in Tennessee, in McKenzie, Tennessee. And from there, went to Harris-Stowe. That's where I finished up at here in St. Louis. Played for some professional teams, played semi-pro. Actually played in the ABA. So that's how me and Cannon built a relationship with one another. And he asked me to coach the women's team. I went and checked them out. Just in a regular pickup. Liked what I saw, accepted the position, and now I'm in year 2.
There you go, and you are in year 2. Let's talk about these 2 years. Last year, I was obviously trying to get in the saddle and try to figure out the WABA a little bit, but, you had a really successful season, and then you just kind of picked up where you left off this year. take us through both years and the 5-0 season this year.
First year, my most difficult year coaching. I coached at Harris Stowe, coached at Maplewood High School. I currently now coach at Live for Life. Those are dealing with all men and boys. Last year was my first time coaching women, and coming to a successful team, being known but not really known as a coach by the ladies on the team, and coming in and really revamping the whole system. Yeah, I was saying it took some adjusting for the ladies to get with. It was frustrating. They played more loose and more free, I feel, before I came. But a lot of them said, "Hey, Phil, we need that structure." When Cannon told me about the position, he said, "They're good, but they need structure." That's how I always was coached, and the people I've coached under have always coached like that. So it wasn't hard to implement that. The toughest part for me has been, even in my now position at Live for Life, it's knowing when to cut the structure off and let them just go ahead and play.
Yeah, I get that. I understand
That's been the toughest. That's been the toughest part for me as a coach. Again, I was coached very structured. All my teams I've ever played for, and the people I coach under the same way. But I got a group of girls who I can really roll the balls out with and let them play, and I just need to put some things in here and there.
Right. Gotcha.
On the pro level, it's really about coaching, getting people in the right spots, and managing egos. That's the main part. But now coming with year two, it's just really staying afloat. New people come in, teaching them, and adding in a couple new things. But other than that, that's why we kind of picked up where we left off from, because we're pretty much doing a lot of the same stuff, just tweaking it here and there.
Right. Do you feel like last year to this year that you've seen that since the structure's been implemented, do you feel like they're starting to take to that a little bit more?
Yes. I have to explain it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And
I know what you're talking about. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I have to explain it, and they have to see it, and it comes up, and it may not come up at practice, but it comes up in a game. And I think once they can see it and example it, and they know the reason and why, then it makes it run better.
Right.
Opposed to me, and when I came up, hey, we're doing this way because I said so.
Right.
Now we're doing this way, and these are the reasons why we're doing it this way, and it just helps.
Yeah, it helps to know. Knowing is half the battle, right?
Exactly.
There you go. You've got the Rockford Lightning coming in this week, and they gave you a good run first time around here. So now they're here in your neck of the woods. So what do we've got to in store for this week?
Well, Rockford's going to be better. They're going to be better than what they were when we played. But we're going to be better. I'm looking forward to a close game, of course, with us winning. But I've been scouting them. I've been looking at them. They're good. They're good, and they match up well against us. But with our experience and with our defense, I think we had an edge.
A good deal. Good deal. Some personal questions for you here, Coach. People may want to know, hey, who's your favorite basketball player, man and woman basketball player? Go ahead. I'll give you the forum for that one.
I can't show him to you, but he up there right there. I can't show him to you, but it's
who's that?
Anthony Penny Hardaway.
There you go. I like it.
That's my favorite basketball player.
What about on the women's side?
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
Nice.
Two girls in college. They can ball. I also like Tia Cooper.
Nice.
Tia Cooper. I don't know if Tia playing right now, but I like her. She a little guard. She crafty, but I know I can kind of foresee what Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, what they're about to bring to the WNBA whenever they decide to go. You know,
Great.
I mean, they got so much probably NIL and stuff like that in college that they not pressed on going to the league. But yeah, no,
Right.
Caitlin Clark, man, she's shooting like Steph.
There you
She's
go.
different. Yeah,
There you
she's
go.
different.
Yeah, nice. Very, very nice. The absolute final question for you here. What is something about Phil Stewart that maybe not even your players know, or maybe even your peers know about, that you like to do?
I'm actually more of a football fan than I am a basketball fan.
How about that? Who's your team this year?
This year, I can't call it. I've been riding with the same guy for about 22 years, and he gone now. So.
Oh, that Mr. Brady, I'm sure, huh?
You know, yeah, I got him beside this thing here. He's right behind me up here.
There you go.
Yeah, so
I like it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Well, we appreciate the time catching up with you, and good luck to you this weekend and the rest of the season as well, Coach.
If I'm going to ride with somebody this year, let's look at Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay. Hey, I like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coach
right,
Phil.
We're going to have fun this weekend. It's going to be nice.
All right. Appreciate the time there. Coach Phil Stewart here from the Midwest Sound.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Jefferson County Tourism Commission invites you to explore the natural beauty, fine dining, parks, wineries and breweries, scenic drives, historic sites, and even a local raceway. All this and so much more. All these things can be found right here in Jefferson County, Missouri. Plan your trip today at visitjeffersoncounty.com, the main source for all things Jefferson County.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers. And we're back here, halftime, 44-39. Real quick recap because we're getting ready to start the second half here. But and you've got stats as well, so I will bring it over to you, my friend.
Destiny Amwafla, 3 points. OT Olivia Thompson with 3. Zoe Thompson with 9. Alexia Duncan with 2. Maya Johnson with 2. Brittany Cook with 6. Naomi Johnson with 9. And Mama Z with 4. For the Rockford Lightning, Tierney Austin with 12. Michaela Schmelzer with 9. Stephanie Raymond Young with 10, Crystal Lambert with 8, Corisha Bailey with 5, and Sierra Morris with 2. But what a job by the Sound to at least bring this to within 5. As, you know, the 16-17 they were down by. Traffic here behind us. And it looks like Mama Z must have... Well, I'm not going to speculate. I thought they said she stepped on the out-of-bounds line, but...
No, call the foul there, 25.
Nope, okay, I stand corrected. Crystal Lambert, 5'6" from Umsel. Throw in by Dunk. Over to Precious down in the corner by us. So if you are following us out on Mixler, Midwest Sound going right to left, and the Lightning going left to right. All the way down coast to coast was number 22, SRY. Austin knocks down her first basket of the second half, give her 14. 46-39. Here is Nene, fires it off. Schmelzer, she's going to collect that rebound, comes back up. Cross court to Lambert. Lambert over to Austin. Okay, like Hoosiers, I think everybody's touched the ball now. SRY goes down low. They push there. Saying it, did it go off the hands of Tierney Austin? Apparently so. She was trying to plead her case, but ref says, nope, Midwest Sound ball. Mama Z throws it in. Far side over to Naomi Johnson. Alexia Duncan up top to Mama Z. Mama Z over to Precious Roberts. Roberts back over to Nay. Back over to Roberts for three. That came off. SRY with the rebound. She comes straight back up the court once again. Coast to coast. Down low, everybody got caught looking, and Sierra Morris just doubles her output. Give her 4 on the day. Just all of a sudden, it's opened back up to a 9-point wound once again. Productive drives. Naomi goes in. It goes off the back of the bucket and out. Should be going to the line to shoot 2, as that was in the act of shooting. 8:24. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Left to go here in the third quarter. You're welcome.
You do that to me all the time. I remember now. That's why I get a big snicker out of it.
And she proceeds to knock that one down. 10 points on the evening for Naomi. Again, averaging just about 13 points a game, so. And look at that. It finally decides to ping pong, goes in, off, and in. Keep it within 7 here. Down by a touchdown and an extra point, 48-41. And the clock hasn't moved yet. Still, clock has. And they dropped it down now to 8:20, so it's just like waving the magic wand. They can make anything happen here. But, yeah, for the longest time, the clock didn't move. Naomi Johnson, over to Alexia Duncan. Back over to Cook for 3. Give her 9, 44-48. Midwest Sound not going quietly into that good night just yet. SRY for a long-range 3. Stephanie Raymond Young, give her 13. 3-point gods, they giveth and they taketh away from us.
Exactly.
Back out to a 7-point lead, 51-44. Duncan, far corner, down low, Mama Z, 1 on 3. She's going to follow up. No. Gets her own rebound. She comes in, bangs the body through. Off 1, off 2. Gets her own rebound again. Went to kick it out to Cook. But because the ball hit the rim, doesn't that reset the clock, though, Ray? I mean, she had 2 separate shots that hit the rim.
Once that, and it's already reset. So,
I mean, I guess that's just how long it took to get 3 shots off. Wow. Okay. Schmelzer, SRY. Down low, they give it right back to Schmelzer on the give and go, and she's going to knock down her first 2 of the second half.
You can see the counteract here for Rockford as they're trying to do everything away from Mama Z because she's got such good defense, and her presence is just unbelievable.
Let's talk about that real quick, Ray. First year in the league, look at the continuity that some of these players have now. Like they know where everybody's going to be at on bounce passes, on pick and rolls. That is something you don't expect to see from a first-year team. Here's a long-range 3 put up and in by Crystal Lambert. That might be a timeout getting ready to be taken here by Coach Phil. It's now a 12-point lead once again. Nene goes in. Fouled up and off. Going to shoot 2. She can make both of these. You're back to a 10-point lead once again for the Rockford Lightning. I mean, you got it down to 4. I mean, you can talk about the ebb and flows, but it's just the missed opportunities.
Right.
Johnson to the line.
Sometimes just, not fighting for a rebound or watching as players zip right on by, and you get caught, as they say, with your britches down, and
you don't want that happening.
That's not a good feeling. Take those 2 points at the free throw line. She's 4 for 4 right now. That's a 10-point lead once again, 6:25 left to go in the third. Midwest Sound down by 10. Ball down low. Tierney Austin, are you kidding me? Another one down low, off the glass, in, 58-46. Maya Down low, misses that one, missed the whole square, goes back up, stripped out from her by Schmelzer. Gets it back over to SRY. She crosses the timeline, sets up shop, just under 6 left to go in the third. From Lift for Life Academy, family night, ball picked off by Alexia Duncan. Here she comes in, 1, 2, bangs it off the front. Precious Roberts puts it up and in. Her first 2 of the night, averaging about 11 points a ball game. Schmelzer backdoor, look out. Austin picks that one right off. Schmelzer kicks it over to SRY. They bounce it down low. Morris goes up. Maya says, I will take that. And look to spin back up court. Precious Roberts clipped on the way by. I believe that'd be Crystal Lambert once again from UMSL, University of Missouri St. Louis product.
Well, both teams, they love to run and gun here, and you've seen some great action here the last minute and a half here. And
well, on the Midwest Sound side, Ray, it's been a lot of running and no gunning.
Right.
You can run up and down the court all you want, but once you get caught in a track meet and not putting productive drives up, that's why this 4-point deficit had now been blown back open to 10 once again. ZT, far side. OT out there as well, too. Destiny, Deloche, Maya, spin move, little Abdul-Jabbar sky hook, bounces off the rim and out. Austin over the timeline, pulls up shop, up top to SRY. Being guarded by Destiny. Bounce pass over to KBK. Timeout on the floor taken here by the Rockford Lightning. And we're going to step aside as well. Once again, 10-point deficit, 4:41 left to go. This is Midwest Sound Basketball live stream STL.
Let Grace Photography STL LLC capture all your special moments, from anniversaries, birthdays, church events, graduations, senior portraits, sport events, reunions, weddings, and so much more. Visit us on the web at www.gracephotographystl.com or give us a call at 314-477-4654, where we make memory last a lifetime.
Back here to start. No, we're not starting anything. It's 4:41 left to go in the
third. A little
third.
more halfway through the third quarter.
You know, you get to chit-chatting here between breaks, and it felt like the end of the quarter. I mean, the way this thing's running, I need a nap right now.
I threw you a curveball there.
You did.
That is a shot clock violation.
The magical mystery of coming out of a break and not knowing how much is left on the shot clock. That catches everybody off guard.
Got to stay on your toes.
You do. Just like I have to keep you on yours, sir. Yes, I know. So there's ZT. She goes up top to Destiny. She's being hounded up top there by Carisha Bailey. Looks like they're going to get that down on the floor. And they're going to get Carisha Bailey on that one. Coach Tiffany Kent just wanted to make sure that the ref heard that. You know, can we get that call too? Ref says, I'll take that under advisement. Well, we shall see. Destiny knocks down that one. Destiny Mayfla. Amaefula. And she knocks down that other one, makes it 58-50. So they've cut it to less than 10. Here's Deloche right in front of us trying to get through. There's a turnover. Maya over to Deloche. Stops, pops off the back of the rim. ZT picks it up, and it falls in. Give Zoe Thompson another 2. Give her 11. Make it 58-52. 6-point deficit. Sierra Morris right here in front of us, too. Number 22, SRY. Stephanie Raymond Young with 10 points. Turnover. Tried too fancy of a pass. There was almost a red light there. That turnover, that's picked off. That goes up and in by Destiny Amafela. 58-54 once again. This is as close as it has been since it was knotted up at 14.
They did not give the red light there on that particular play.
Well, didn't think there was enough possession time for that to get triggered, but that's me just speculating. KBK, Kayla Brown Cruz are going in for the rebound, going up, and they're going to get her with the foul as her and Maya were going up. Wait a minute. So the ref just came by. 21. Okay, Destiny Amuefla. Because I was like, 21's going to the line. Who's KBK? She gets her first point of the night.
Substitutions coming in.
She was the one at the line there at the end of the first half and gets a chance to go back to the line at least relatively quick here as opposed to waiting the whole first half to get a shot out. Nails that one. KBK with 2. Once again, 60-54, up by 6-3, just 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Deloche kicks it back out. That's going to be ZT, back to Deloche once again. That goes off. OT and ZT, both Thompsons fighting for it. It's going to go off, set of hands and out. So open possession for the Sound is going to be a potential productive drive for the Lightning. ZT out there guarding, bounce pass through the zone. They're going to wave it off down low as Erica Matthews. And they're going to get Matthews on the way through on a foul.
Yeah, got the charge.
First charge that's gone the other way tonight.
You got your wish there, Matt.
See, I'm telling you, people do listen to me. Here's Deloche over the timeline. Kicks it right back out. That goes off the side by Destiny. OT down there fighting for the ball with Erica Matthews. So we'll see which way the possession arrow's going. Who will get that? Looks like it's pointing to the Rockford Lightning. And they're saying that generated a 3D light, and it goes off now. As quickly as it went on, it went off. Just letting you know the light still works.
It does work. Just hasn't been used all that much lately.
SRY all the way across to Crystal Lambert. Lambert back over to SRY. Looking to give it down to KBK. Cutting through the lane is Tierney Austin. She goes off the square and in. Give her 18 on the day, 62-54. Once again, 8-point lead. Destiny for 3. Bangs another one off the side of the rim. And the open possession comes back to the Lightning. She just about got her pocket picked on the way by ZT, and they're going to get her for the reach-in on the way by. That'll be Crystal Lambert throwing it in here once again. From UMSL, University of Missouri St. Louis product. Wearing number 25. Gets it over to number 22, Stephanie Raymond Young. Back over to Lambert for 3. Rolls in and out. Maya almost a little too quick. OT gets her pocket picked by Tierney Austin on the way by with the rebound.
3D light.
That'll generate a 3D light. Yes, indeed. So that will come right back off as Dane picks that ball off on the way by. Over to Deloche, and that falls in. No, Alexia Duncan. My apologies, Alexia. Sorry about that. Alexia's got the black headband on, more like a full headband. Deloche is out there. Look at these two, I'm telling you. Alexia has on the purplish, violet-colored sneakers and socks. Here's Tierney Austin, goes down low. KBK bangs it off the square and in, 64-56. Nene went to throw it. That's intercepted. Rockford Lightning with 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Lambert over to Austin. Tierney backs it out. Gives it back out to KBK. Gives it to Lambert. She gets fouled by Johnson on the way up. With 27.2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So this was a 44-39 ball game at halftime. And Rockford right now, they've thrown down 20 points this quarter to the 16 for the Midwest Sound. But as you have seen, as we talk about, Ray, the open possessions, unproductive drives lead you to being behind the 8 ball and down 65-56 as Lambert knocks down both of those. Here's Deloche, far side, kicks it out to Naomi. Nay. Being guarded by KBK, she's going to drive through the paint. They're going to get her over the back. That'll be a foul on Kayla Brown-Cruiser.
People having a hard time getting up out of that big scrum.
Well, I mean, once again, Ray, these games aren't for the faint of heart. There's the hack and the whack, and this isn't like playing flag football or touch football. I mean, these ladies are getting after it. Professional basketball right here in St. Louis in the Midwest Sound, 5-0, looking to make it 6-0. Rockford Lightning saying not so fast there, big fella. 66-56. Make that 57. Nay knocks that one down. All 5 of her points this half come from the charity stripe. Good, strong advice. That's what needs to happen, but it falls through and in as Naomi gets another one. 6 for 6 from the line this half. Naomi got a little too much body out there on SRY. Had a chance for a pickoff right there, but got too much bodily contact on her with 14.7 seconds left to go in the third. Somehow the Sound need to get a drive here, get some points off of it to cut this deficit down before they head to the fourth. But SRY driving Mama
nice.
Z gets it up to Naomi. Nene off the square and in as time runs out. 8 points in that quarter for Naomi Johnson makes it a 66-60 ball game. We are going to head to the fourth quarter. This is Midwest Sound Basketball Live Stream STL.
A rebel took to the streets. He recruited others to join him. They quit their jobs, left their families, and swore allegiance to him. They roamed the hood, challenged authority, and made a lot of people uneasy. Community leaders feared them. Religious leaders abhorred them. Law enforcement labeled them outlaws. We have to shut them down, they said. Get them off the streets. Protect our communities from these troublemakers. But they weren't part of a gang spreading hate and terror. They were spreading love.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings. We got amazing burgers. We got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays. We have Southern Nights on Wednesdays. We've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
We start the fourth quarter. Once again, check out Case and Buck, 636-464-0110. 3-ball put up. Cruiser went for the rebound. No. They kick it back out. They go back down low again. They're going to get Nene just being really in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Pretty much.
Kayla Brown Cruiser cruising right through the paint. Schmelzer checking back in. We got her and Austin back out there once again, matched up. KBK, she gets it on the throw in. Crystal Lambert back over to Schmelzer for 3. Good night. Give her 14. 9:30 left to go in this one. 69-60. Tierney Austin with 18. Schmelzer with 14. Mama Z throws up a 3. It does not fall. Nobody there for the rebound. Naomi trying to cut through. Deloche tried to sneak a hand in there, but Duncan going to grab the rebound. He's got Mama Z trailing. Gives it to Mama. Hard bounce pass. The feet of Brittany Cook. Britt cuts through the paint. Picks it up. Throws a little hook up. That'll fall in. Brittany Cook, give her 11. Makes it 69-62. 7-point deficit.
Little blue hook there, Matt.
Little hook, just a little Abdul-Jabbar sky hook, and, and it falls. Tierney Austin being guarded by Dunk. Travel back through. Austin gets it right back. She deposits the biscuit into the basket. Give her 20. 71-62. Once again, back up by 9. Deloche over to Mama Z. Stutter step, spin moves, fades away, off the side of the glass. 4 Lightning there for the rebound. It's taken by Sierra Morris. Over to Lambert. Schmelzer for 3. No. Austin, she picks that rebound right out of the hands and in. Timeout on the floor taken. We're going to take a timeout as well. With the score, 73-62. 8 minutes even left. This is Midwest Sound Basketball, live stream STL.
There was this controversial figure. Everywhere he went, people challenged him. They questioned his ideology, trolled him, called him ugly names. But he never took the bait, never raised his voice, refused to retaliate, because he believed he could change the world by turning the other cheek.
Lift for Life Academy hosting the Women's ABA Family Night game tonight as the Midwest Sound are down by 11, 73-62 to the visiting Rockford Lightning. Head coach Tiffany Kent in town. And once again, their only loss was the week 1 loss in overtime to your Midwest Sound by a score of 85-80. Here's Dunk up top, being guarded by Schmelzer. Thought about going for 3. She's going to drive through the paint. Goes off the square, up short. So apparently they're going to call an offensive charge on Dunk. Been a while since we had one of those, so
yeah, we're due for one.
Refs just make sure that still works. 7:40 left to go. Schmelzer over the timeline, being guarded by Dunk. Little pick and roll. Big one, big pick set up. Lambert took the worst end of that. She hits the deck. Ball goes out of bounds. Mama Z going to throw it in for the Sound, who need a big bucket in a big way.
You can see a little bit of frustration on Mama Z's face a little bit. She's like, hey, we got to dig in here.
She's entering the fourth quarter with only 4 points. Right. So there's Deloche. Back out. Britt misses that one. Mama Z, though, gets it. She goes off the panel and in.
Mama Z with the bucket.
Give her 6. Zanisha Dickerson. Mama Z needs to start feeling it here. Here's Austin. She's being hounded. She goes off the square. No dice. Fouled on the way. Foul's going to be on number 22. They're going to get team money. Letitia Deloche on that. It's going to send Austin to the line. That first one goes in. Who right now with her 23 points and the 10-point lead, looking to grab herself Player of the Game nomination. See how the rest of this 7:05 plays out, though, as she sends that one through. Tierney's she's hit 10 of her points tonight from the charity stripe. Deloche over to Dunk. Dunk. Mama Zia says, I got you on this one. But Maya grabs that loose change. She goes off the square and in. Give Maya 4 on the night. Doubled her total. 75-66. Ball almost picked off. It is. Maya gets it. Gives it back to Mama Z. Thought about heaving it up court. Says no. Tierney gets in her way. Behind the back. And that is a turnover. Not a 3D like, because she was on the other side. Mama Z hit the deck
down,
hard.
yeah.
Here's a 3 ball being put up off the front of the rim. Maya not so much over the back, but and Mama Z, she is in some distress down on the floor.
Yeah.
She hasn't really moved a whole lot since she went down.
Sometimes you just need a breather.
But while she's down, let's talk about our game next week, Mr. Ray.
Yes, game next week. We'll be back over at the St. Mary's High School. Midwest Sound take on the SIBA Pros, SIBA, the SIBA Pros. They're out of Mississippi, out of their, I'm trying to remember, Jackson, Mississippi, yes. So they'll be in town next week. That game is Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
So Sunday matinee, maybe, you know.
That is, the SIBA is South International Basketball Association. So it's kind of like a women's independent league, and with the Cincinnati rain folding, it was a great job by Damon Cannon to coordinate the 2 games against SIBA. And speaking of which, that last game, the player of the game for that game was Naomi Johnson. Nene had 21 points, had a rebound, 6 steals, and 4 assists. Maya Johnson had a double-double in that game with 14 points and 10 rebounds. Mama Z had 15. She had 7 rebounds, 6 steals, and 2 blocks. So those of us that have been following Midwest Sound basketball, tonight's been an atypical night in all aspects, as you hardly ever see Mama Z hit the deck.
Oh, no, man. And she's throwing some blows, but it looks like might be a little bit of a knee tweak there. So
and speaking of knee tweaks, last game that we had done featured Leah Hamilton. She got carted off the court. She only has some torn ligaments in her knee, as that looked a lot more serious than what it appeared to be initially. So Mama Z's off the court. 6:16 left to go in this one. 66-75. As we have a throw in by Schmelzer. Back up top. They go down low. Tierney Austin. Apparently they're going to, the game plan is you're going to have to double team her the rest of the way. She is a one-person wrecking crew out here. Maya, she's going to have some big shoes to fill here while Mama Z is out. Naomi got clipped on the way by, so instead of a turnover, they're going to call a foul. And Nene, she's down on the deck as well. Looked like might have been like a little knee to knee or knee to thigh contact. So 5:56 5:56 left to go, 75-66.
Johnson to the line.
So that is a 9-point deficit. And make that 8. As Nene knocks that one down, who right now would be our Midwest Sound player of the game. Lines this one up, knocks that one true and through, give her 19 on the night.
And now you've got to find a way to answer without Mama Z out there on the court for you. Somebody else is going to have to step up here and make something happen.
Schmelzer knocks that one through. But you can't get caught trying to figure out how you're going to fill all those gaps in as the Lightning are making every deposit into the bucket they need to. Here's a pickoff by Tierney Austin. She's fouled by Nene on the way by. Thought she had gotten all ball on that one, but ref said nope. Little too much traffic, and they're looking to get the quick throw in. The Lightning looking to get the quick throw in. ZT says, hey, we're trying to substitute. Throw in does go all the way back to Crystal Lambert. Over here to number 2, that's Erica Matthews. Ball goes out of her hand. It was tipped, so it can go backcourt. Maya with a little grab on the way by. Still, Sierra Morris gets by her. Deloche knocks that one up. Gets it up to ZT. She catches up with it. Goes off the square and in. Nene out there. She's on the bench. ZT picking up the slack for her. Maya picking up the slack for Mama Z. Hopefully we can get the step up. Britt Cook with the foul on the way by. They've shaved it down, 70-77. 4:46 left to go in the fourth. And once again, thank you to everybody tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the Mixlr app, live stream stl.tkdssports.com. And always to all of our sponsors, we appreciate that as well too. Schmelzer looking to get the throw in, does so, gets it all the way back to Crystal Lambert. Lambert being guarded by Maya. Back over to Schmelzer. Schmelzer, far side. Kick back out. Matthews, she goes up 1-on-2. And they're going to get Maya with the block. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. While we have a second here, I know Mr. Ray would like for us to talk about this. Advertising on live stream STL. Get a hold of Mr. Ray. 314-852-4398. LivestreamSTL.com as well. You can find Mr. Ray at all those places. Sponsorship, as we've got all kinds of action coming up. We have high school football right around the corner, along with the basketball season getting ready to kick off.
Softball as well, girls softball.
Girls softball. But ZT going to drive through the lane, picks up another 2. 78-72, full court press action being put on. There's a pickoff by ZT. She's going to go off the square and in. Is that a 3D light with that pickoff?
It should be. It was.
78-75. There's your ebb and flow. There's people coming back, coming through. Precious Roberts. Got a little too much of Schmelzer on the way by. Once again, looking to get that quick throw in. Give me the ball. They do. Over to Tierney Austin. Open look for 3. That goes off the rim. Deloche gets it up. ZT says, I'll hit Precious Roberts on the way up. She spins through the paint. Goes short. Austin, she's just going to grab that rebound. Gets it out to SRY. She's going to pull up shot, being guarded by Maya. Schmelzer being guarded by Deloche. They're going to get her on a travel. They're going to get Schmelzer a little too quick with the feet.
Just a little stutter step.
Turn this into a 3-point ball game.
Yep.
Family night at Lifted for Life Academy. Now they are getting their hands full here tonight, 78-75 with 3:44 left to go. Now it appears that a timeout is now going to be taken, and we're going to keep it right here.
Keep it right here. We'll tell you about our good friends over at Cheap Seats Photography Banners Designs. Where do we get our banners? We showed you our banner earlier in the game right behind us here. Over at Cheap Seats Photography, 314-402-9014, cheapseatsphoto.com. The gentleman's name's Ron Rigdon. Ron and Lisa, they own the business. They do photos, they do banners, they do whatever design you could ever think of, and do an amazing job. So tell them we sent you over at Livestream STL.
You see us at an event, that's his banners that he does for us.
Yes, sir.
That digital laser printing, comes out sharp as a tack.
Yeah, good stuff. In the huddle here with the Rockford Lightning.
Well, if you're the Rockford Lightning, that should be a real simple conversation. Get the ball into the hands of Tierney Austin. And if you can't, you're going to look to feed the ball to Michaela Schmelzer as well.
Right.
Because on the outside, you've got KBK, Kayla Brown Cruiser, you have Stephanie Raymond Young, SRY. So, again, the continuity of the five ladies out here, has been impressive.
Yeah.
Again, for a team that's only 1 year in existence. And, could it be that we go to overtime again like they did in week 1? We shall see. This is a 3-point game with 3:44 left to go. Throw in by Duncan over to Deloche. Crosses the timeline. Being guarded by Austin now. That is KBK that's out there on top. ZT being guarded by SRY. She stops, gives it down to Maya. Maya, she's going to cut through. She's got to get it up and off, and she does. It goes in.
And Maya got a 1-point game, boys.
And girls.
Yes.
So here is SRY being guarded by Precious Roberts. Over to Michaela. Schmelzer being guarded by Dunk. She fights through that. Deloche out there on Tierney Austin. Too much time with the ball, or they're saying she stepped out, pushed out?
I think she was fouled there on the way through there. 22 on the push.
They're going to get Letitia Deloche, T-Money on the way by. Must have given her a little nudge towards the baseline. So Schmelzer going to throw the ball all the way back. KBK, little finger, a little eye poke.
Yeah, she just poked. Unfortunately, she was poked in the eye. So they're not going to call a foul on that. They are going to give them the ball back. So that was nice.
There you go. And Crystal Lambert once again, UMSL product, University of Missouri St. Louis, throwing the ball in right here in front of us. ZT almost tipped that. Tierney Austin being guarded by Dunk. She shoots an air ball. They're going to let that go. And that will be Midwest Sound basketball. Once again, as Ray so eloquently said, a 1-point game right now. 78-77, 2:48 left to go in this one. 2 times 4 is 8.
And we got a little tennis shoe timeout here. There we go.
There we go. For one quick second, you're just like, Maya, please don't have like an ankle tweak.
Right.
Here's ZT right in front of us, right over the timeline. She's going to go to the outside. She's going to go off the square. She's fouled on the way by. SRY clipped her wing on the way by. 2 big free throws, and the Sound could actually take the lead in this.
Here's the situation. Has the Rockford Lightning put too much emphasis on Mama Z all game to where now she's not in there? Now what do we do?
Kind of like a you need to spread the wealth kind of thing.
Right. Now we got to work on some of it. But
ZT knocks that one down.
But you do see Mama Z on the bench standing up, so that is encouraging.
Very encouraging. So is ZT. Zoe Thompson knocking them down from the charity stripe. She has a big 8 points in this second half. Give her 19. Well, I tell you right now, Naomi and Zoe right now earning their keep. Turnover, 3D light comes on. So, a 3-point bucket would be 4 points. A regular shot from the floor instead of 2 would be 3. Here we go. Precious Roberts going to throw it in. 2:28 left to go in this one. Almost turns it over, but it goes right to Dunk. She stops. Ball's picked away from her. Schmelzer grabs that loose change. Gives it back to SRY for 3. No, Maya Johnson grabs that rebound. Almost threw it out of bounds, but Precious Roberts gives it back to Johnson. And a timeout called by Coach Stewart. We're going to take a timeout as well with 2:10 left to go. All knotted up, 78-78. This is Midwest Sound Basketball Live Stream STL.
Let Grace Photography STL LLC capture all your special moments from anniversaries, birthdays, church events, graduations, senior portraits, sporting events, reunions, weddings, and so much more. Visit us on the web at www.gracephotographystl.com or give us a call at 314-477-4654, where we make memory last a lifetime.
$19 points for Zoe Thompson right now, throwing her name in the hat, along with Naomi Johnson. Might have co-players of the game. You never know here on Livestream STL. But at one point, we were talking about a player of the game for the Rockford Lightning.
Yeah, I mean,
as you know, they were only up by 16. Here's Deloche. They kick it back out to Alexia. She fires up a 3 and in. Alexia Duncan. Press being put on. Lambert down low. Schmelzer almost blocked on the way by. In and out. Maya Johnson rebound. Picked off by Tierney Austin. She spins in. Tries the finger roll again. Misses the net. Deloche up to Roberts. Roberts back over to Deloche. Crosses the timeline. ZT almost had that picked off. And I think they are going to get a clip of the wing on the way by.
Foul is on the floor.
And now you're going to start seeing into a slew of small little fouls. Let's give the over/under of at least 5 or 6 here for the next minute and 36 seconds.
I'm gonna go over.
You're gonna go over in the minute 36? Wow. Okay.
96 seconds left to go. 81-78. Deloche throws it in. Maya backs out. Little give and go. Kicks it back out for 3. Off the rim. Maya gets it, but I think they're going to call her with a block underneath in order to create some space. I think that was Duncan down there in the corner. Coach Stewart, he's like a human eclipse out there, kind of blocked my line of sight. So exactly a minute 30, so exactly 90 seconds. And the Midwest Sound, to their credit, let's give them credit, Ray. They have clawed their way back in this thing.
They've been down as much as 16 and 18 at once.
And usually they're in a better situation near the end of the ball game.
All right, so we need 127 instead of 130.
You heard that on the field mic. But it was a great job by the officials to look at that, identify it. So, the ball thrown in at just a little north of midcourt here. Tierney Austin, she's going to turn, chuck up a 3. That goes another air ball again. And they're going to get number 21, Kayla Brown Cruiser, stepping on the line as she tried to save that ball. But that's the second one that Austin's throwing up that's not hit any of the net. Throw in, ZT. Little give and go. Over to Deloche, back over to ZT. She goes to cut through on the way by, and a charge that is going to be on KBK. Kayla Brown Cruiser is going to send ZT to the line with a buck 14
you're
left to go.
You're calling a foul, not a charge there.
So a block.
Correct.
Yep. So they're saying that was before the active shooting, so that won't be a 2-shot. So Precious Roberts going to throw it into Maya. Maya going to kick it back out to Deloche. She's going to set up shop. Actually gives it over to Precious Roberts near court here in front of us. She goes right off the square and in. Big bucket by Precious Roberts. That's 4 on the night for her, and even 1 minute left to go, and a 5-point lead. SRY bringing it up, being guarded by Deloche. Deloche, they go back over, blocked by ZT. Ball's taken back down low.
Now
And a travel.
Wow.
All set up by the block by Zoe Thompson out there flexing it, all 5'6".
All of a sudden you're seeing a self-destruct mode.
45 seconds left to go. Alexia down in the corner. That goes off a hand and out.
3D light?
Exactly. That is going to be a 3D light with that turnover. Went to grab the ball, went off the hands. Precious Roberts over to ZT. 38 seconds left to go in this one. 5-point lead. Zoe in and out between two. Navigates through 3.
Oh.
Coach Stewart looking to play.
Call a timeout. So we'll stay here.
We'll keep it right here. We want to talk about Mr. Jeff Fitter over at Case and Bucks one
Case
more
and
time.
Bucks are good friends over at Case and Bucks. If you haven't checked them out, oh my goodness.
636-464-0110. Wings, burgers, daily specials, and as he says, salads like you wouldn't believe. And if you're over 21, they also have the best drink menu in the area too.
Right.
7095 Metropolitan Boulevard in Barnhart. Some call it the outer road from Peevely. Go to www.caseandbucksbarnhart.com, and that's BARNHART.com. Call your order in or place your order ahead of time. Once again, Jeff Fitter with the recently renovated Case and Bucks doing his job in the area. Well done, Mr. Fitter.
Well, my friend, 31 seconds here to go, and for the Midwest Sound to be up 5.
You know, two schools of thought here. Some could say keep the foot on the gas.
Yep.
Some are going to say we're up by 5 with 30 seconds.
Eat the clock.
Eat the clock. I say if you've got the foot on the throat, keep it on the accelerator. Because if you're going to start zinging the ball all the way across court, trying like really not to score to run time off the clock, you need the players still actively going to look to put the points up. Precious Roberts, that goes off the front of the rim. Down all the way to Austin. She banks one off the square and in. 83-80. Here's Precious Roberts trying. They're going to call a reach in and a tie up. And a jump ball, which would be Midwest Sound. So with 7 seconds left to go, it all sets up to this. 3 seconds. So Maya Johnson's going to throw the ball in. Zips it all the way up to Duncan. She's fouled. Actually, they're going to 6 seconds on the clock. No time ran off the clock. Somehow. Big throw in right here. And was there another timeout call? And that's exactly, I think, what they just noticed as well, too. They say no. So Maya, she's going to throw it in. ZT being guarded 2-on-1. And they're going to call a foul on the reach-in on 31.
And she gave a big thank you to the referees because she was getting mauled.
But only 2 seconds came off the clock on that somehow.
They're saying we have 6 fouls, so that should be 1-on-1. No, 7's a 1-on-1.
And then so in the ABA, while we can try to bring some of the fans into this, you don't foul out with 5 like you would in a typical basketball game. You can play with 6. And as owner Damon Cannon was saying, that with that foul, that should have been 2 shots because she would have been out of the game. And as you can hear the microphone picking that up as well, they say it should be fouls, should be 8-8. They're listed as 8-6. 8-4. the Midwest Sound 6-4, the visiting Rockford Lightning. Once again, while we have just a little bit of time left, we want to remind everybody that next week that game is at 3 p.m. against SIBA. That'll be Sunday at 3 p.m. SIBA, South International Basketball Association, and we will be at St. Mary's High School Sunday, 3 p.m. Matt Bates, Ray Hallbrook, maybe. Mrs. Livestream STL will make the road trip as well, too.
Possibly. It's a possibility.
They are getting it together now. They're saying now they're going to go back to 6 seconds. They're going to need to put it. They need to put it back in on the scoreboard again. Somebody needs to get a hold of the official because that's 6 minutes, not. Anyway, okay, yeah. Right. Never mind. So Maya throws it in all the way back to Naomi. Naomi.
2 seconds.
2.2. I see on this particular clock, the way I was looking at it, some clocks have a 0 before.
Right.
Because it looked like it with
the change and it moves over. It's yeah. You know, each clock's different, so I get you, man.
Adapt and roll. Adapt and roll.
That's right.
But once again, another foul. I think we're at 5 right now, Ray. 2.2. Maya throwing the ball in and a foul on Precious Roberts with 1.6. Naomi Johnson out there. She hits the deck as well.
Now that's 2 shots. So we are now in the double bonus, or the bonus, I should say.
And the ladies are feeling it.
Let me tell you, both teams here, though, putting everything out on the court all day, all night long today.
Well, we were not privy to see the footage from that first game of the week against these Rockford Lightning,
right.
But once again, your first game as an organization, and you take the Midwest Sound to overtime. As she knocks that one down, Precious with 5, and I'm telling you what, these Precious 5 points have played into the win. And I would say right now, if we can get Zoe and Naomi Johnson over here, there's your another one knocked down by Precious Roberts.
Timeout.
And we're going to keep it right here as well, too.
1.6 seconds here, 85-80. Do you remember what the score was of the first game? 86 to 80.
85-80.
It was 85-80?
Yes, sir.
Well, how about it? I'll be darned. And this could end up being the same score. How about
that? Their last game over Siba was an 88-82 win.
There you go.
And you see where I'm going with this, where none of their games have been quote-unquote easy. Yeah, the first week was an 85-80 overtime win. Then our live stream STL game over West Michigan, that was 90-82. And then that game over Siba, 88-82. So they're within that 80 to 82 benchmark I think they've set with points they've given up. And I actually had, in my pregame notes here, I had an 88-80 average score.
There you go. Hitting it right on the mark pretty much.
Sometimes they say the numbers just speak for themselves, but I'm telling you right now, you take the numbers off the paper and you just watch this game, the Rockford Lightning have given the Midwest Sound everything they can handle and then some. Here's Schmelzer, far side for 3. That goes off and out. And the final score, your Midwest Sound, 85-80 for the Rockford Lightning. We are going to see how many we can get over here. But as for right now, I've got Zoe Thompson and I have Naomi Johnson. Naomi knocked down 19.
All right.
And I have Zoe with 19. Right. So we'll see how this can play out, okay?
Well, we'll step aside for just a quick second. We'll be right back with our players of the game in just a moment. Halbrook here with Livestream STL Media. You know, we wear a lot of hats in this business, and to tell you the truth, to tell you the truth, we have a lot of hats from the area here in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area here, and we'd really just like to tell you about all the different hats that we take care of here with a lot of different schools, a lot of different organizations, things like that. So as I'm doing this hat, you might be thinking, hey, I'm a business, and I'm looking for a way to advertise my business. Well, here's a perfect way right here. Advertise with us here at Livestream STL. Real easy. Sponsor with us, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed as we continue our hats here, because we wear a lot of hats. We'd love to wear your hat as a business as well. So partner with us as we continue our amazing coverage in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area. We'd love to have you on here as a business, so consider giving us a call. Again, I'll throw this up here real quick, 314-852-4398. And again, like I said, your business helps us continue the great coverage in Jefferson County. I've got a handful more here, but man, we'd really love to have you as a part of our businesses as well. Again, if you're a business, big business, small business, doesn't matter, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed, as I got 2 more hats left here. And man, we appreciate having all of the amazing businesses in Jefferson County and St. Louis County. So again, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not regret it. Have a great day.
A rebel took to the streets. He recruited others to join him. They quit their jobs, left their families, and swore allegiance to him. They roamed the hood, challenged authority, and made a lot of people uneasy. Community leaders feared them. Religious leaders abhorred them. Law enforcement labeled them outlaws. We have to shut them down, they said. Get them off the streets. Protect our communities from these troublemakers. But they weren't part of a gang spreading hate and terror. They were spreading love.
$85-80, our final score here. The Midwest Sound goes 6-0, still staying undefeated here. And who do we have here?
We have Naomi Jones. We have Nene in the house. Nene knocked down 19 tonight. So we go into the halftime, you had 9. You come out in that second half, big 10 points you knocked down. But as I was telling Ray during the broadcast, a lot of your points, I've got 2, 4, 6. I got 8 of those 10 coming from the charity stripe. Talk to us and tell the people how important those points are when you're given that opportunity from the free-point line, from the free throw line.
It is very important. Going up, I wanted to get the and one, but I didn't, so I took the time to really focus and put those in. So obviously it made a difference in the game, I feel like. I just, every time I went to the line, I just focused up, and I'm like, I got to make them. I got to. I can't miss. So
you outscore the Midwest Sound, outscored the Lightning 25-14 in that fourth quarter. What was it? What do you think was the turning point for not just only you, but for the Midwest Sound in that fourth quarter? Was it something said? Was it just?
No, definitely energy. I feel like once one person go, we all feed off of that person, and it's a 5 against 5. So I feel like the energy was up, and we got everything we wanted in that fourth quarter. Yeah.
I got a quick question. What was it there when Mama Z went down? Did I steal your question? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
What was it that happened there with Mama Z? I mean, you guys, something happened and the light went on, the switch got thrown. What was it?
I mean, obviously we was upset because it was a foul. Foul wasn't called. So, I mean, obviously if one of us go down, there's just a signal to turn it up just a little bit.
Right.
Obviously, not having her in the game was a loss. So we had to pick that loss back up. So that's basically what we did.
Stepping in,
just
filling
stepping
shoes.
up, filling in for sure.
Talk about the job Maya Johnson did tonight.
Yeah, Maya was a beast tonight. I'm very proud of her. We've been talking to her a lot about finishing around the rim and getting boards, and and make sure, she's on her man and boxing out and things of that nature. And she did all of that tonight. So.
And then if you follow basketball, that's no disrespect. You got to make that body work.
Yeah,
and if you can bang around the boards like that and put that body to work, she put on a clinic out there tonight.
Yeah, for sure she did.
Co-player of the game, Naomi Johnson, knocking down 19. We're going to grab ZT real quick, and we're going to bring her over here, put the headset on. Naomi, great job tonight, and congratulations again. 19 tonight, had 39 coming in, so you're averaging about 13 a game. So, way to step up tonight. Way to keep
appreciate
the team undefeated.
Yep, appreciate it.
Naomi Johnson, Nene, number 11.
Let's see if we can grab ZT real quick. Come on up here, ZT. She's a little hobbling around there, but she's got a smile on her face. That's always a good thing there. So.
Well, you know what? Always good to have ZT in the house.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Look at you. Look at you. Well, so week 2 we come in, and after week 1, you were in the game against these Rockford Lightning that went to overtime. Question for you: did you see anything different from this team?
We already knew from the first 30.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. From the first 2 minutes of us playing them the first time, they came straight out and punched us in our mouth. Yeah. So I knew when we came out this game that we were going to have to come out with a lot of intensity and that we were going to have to capitalize on our defense because a lot of us have a natural scoring ability, but we as a team need to work better with figuring out what to do when we're not hitting shots. I think that's really important.
We had an interview with Mama Z after that game, setting up the week 2 game against West Michigan that you were not a part of.
Yeah.
But she had said, I'm glad we played these guys and they played us the way they did because a team in their first year in the league, their first game, they take you guys to overtime.
Yeah.
And she said that was kind of a wake-up call to everybody.
It was a wake-up call that we actually, because a lot of times when we get down in adversity, we all get frustrated. So this focus of the game was really keeping the composure, focusing on the offense and whatever Phil has for us to go out there and execute and just execute what he says because what he's given us is working. He brought us back into a 2-3 whenever we would get tired from pressing, and we would contain them as much as possible, and it seemed to really work on our end.
Do you think that there might be a rivalry now with this Rockford Lightning team?
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
Because it would be easy to overlook a team to where now you've got to give them credit where credit's due. I mean, they punched you in the face down by 6-16.
It's definitely, if there's any sort of tension, it's definitely because there's a lot of respect there.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to respect their shots. You have to be able to respect their rebounds. You know what I'm saying? They bring a lot to the game that is making us become better as a team because now we're in practice and we're going as hard as we can at each other to better our team all together. No links in the chain.
And before we let you go, one quick question about when Mama Z hit the deck. What was the collective talk on the bench? What was said? And what can you talk about some of the pieces that stepped in for her?
Well, when I knew when she hit the ground, I'm like, we all got to step up. Like, I was just trying to calm everybody down. Everybody's a little bit frustrated, and we don't think straight when we're in that sort of mindset. So I was just, hey, I know you upset. Calm down. Focus on this. You know what I'm saying? And once we started actually focusing on what we need to execute, we're hitting shots. We're getting back doors. We're getting to the basket. We're getting run-out layups. Everything started coming together. So I think once we calm down from that initial reaction that we want to give, it usually turns out best in our end. Definitely.
Number one in your program, number one in your heart, ZT, Zoe Thompson. I know. See, look at that smile. She loves talking about basketball. You know what? She also likes talking about winning, too.
Yep.
Yes.
That's always a great thing to talk about.
Yes.
ZT, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on 6-0.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Zoe Thompson, ZT, co-player of the game, as her and Naomi Johnson both knocked down 19 tonight. Mr. Ray, I mean, when you're down 16 near the end of the third quarter, heading into the fourth,
right,
and you throw up 25 and they only throw down 14,
right.
You talk about taking a punch to the kisser and then you turn around and you find that way to claw back. But I guess that's what winning teams know how to do.
It's called an impressive win is what it's called. And, to be that down that far and say, you know what, we're not out of this, and keep your chin up through that whole thing. Again, a very impressive win. Again, final score 85-80. Next week, we'll be right back over at St. Mary's. We'll have, not Rockford, we will have, let me get the right one here, we'll have the Ciba Pros coming coming to St. Mary's High School. That'll be 3 o'clock on Sunday. Hope you can join us with that and keep us on your social media prowl there. We'll have all the different advertisements on when our games are coming up here. So we hope that you can join us for Mr. I was going to say Brian. It's Matt Bates today. Matt Bates.
That's who I am.
Matt Bates, Ray Halbrook. All of us here live stream STL. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I love you.
There you go. Midwest Sound on Midwest Sound Basketball live stream STL. We will see you down the road. Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Live Stream STL is strictly prohibited.